She said it smiling, like it meant nothing. Who do you think will marry me next? Everyone laughed lightly, like it was a joke, but I didn't laugh, not even a little, because something inside me felt suddenly heavy. That question wasn't simple. Not for me. Not when it's you asking like that. I looked at you, trying to read more. Was it just humor? Or something deeper? Because sometimes jokes hide real thoughts, and I've learned you do that. You hide things behind soft smiles, behind playful words, behind light questions, but I hear them differently than others because I listen beyond what you say. And this time, I heard something else, something quiet, something uncertain, like you were asking, but not directly, like you wanted an answer from me, but didn't dare to say it clearly. So you made it light, easy for everyone, safe for yourself, hidden in laughter, but not for me. Not this time, because I know you more than I admit, more than I should, more than I planned. And that's the problem. Right there, I stayed quiet while others guessed, throwing random names, laughing carelessly. But I couldn't speak, not like them, because for them, it was just fun. But for me, it was something real, something I've been hiding for far too long. And your question pulled it closer, closer to the surface, closer to truth. And I wasn't ready, not like this, not in front of everyone, but still I watched you, carefully, quietly, waiting for a sign, something small, something only I'd notice, among all that noise. And there it was, a brief moment. Your eyes met mine, just for a second, and you looked away, a little too fast, like you didn't want to be caught. And that confirmed it. More than words, this wasn't random, not completely. There was something here, unspoken, unfinished. And suddenly that question didn't feel like a joke. It felt like a door opening, one I've been avoiding for a long time. Because opening it changes everything, changes how we stand, changes what we are. And maybe that's why we both stayed silent for so long, for too long. Because silence is safe, truth is not. Truth demands answers. Silence avoids them. And we chose silence again and again, until now, until this moment, where your question broke something open inside me, deeply, without warning. I tried to smile, to blend in, to act normal, like nothing changed. But inside, everything shifted, because now I knew this couldn't stay hidden, not forever, not anymore. Because moments like this don't come twice. They force you to decide something, to stay quiet, or finally speak. And I stood there, between both choices, neither easy, neither safe. And you kept laughing, talking with others. But I noticed your pauses, those small gaps between your words, where your mind wandered, where your eyes searched. And every time, they came back to me, even if briefly, even if uncertain. And that was enough to shake me, because if I'm wrong, I lose everything. But if I'm right, I still risk it all. And that's the truth. No one tells you love is not safe. It never is. It's always a risk, a quiet gamble with your heart and your peace. And I've been avoiding that risk with you for too long now, hiding behind friendship, behind normal conversations, behind careful distance. But maybe this wasn't meant to stay. Maybe this moment was the turning point, the place where everything changes, or everything ends, before it begins. And I felt it, that shift inside me, that quiet push towards something real, something honest, something I can't ignore. I stepped closer slowly, not too obvious, just enough distance to hear you better, to see you clearly, without the crowd. And for a second, everything felt quieter. Not the room, just my world. Because when it's you, everything else fades. And I realized something very clearly then. This isn't just a simple feeling. This isn't passing or temporary. This is real, whether I admit it or not. And maybe that question wasn't just yours. Maybe it was mine too. Waiting for an answer I've been avoiding since the beginning, because once you say it, you can't take it back. Once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. And I'm already there, too deep inside, to pretend anymore, to ignore it again. So now I stand here, between silence and truth, between fear and courage, between losing and trying, and I don't know what I'll choose. But I know one thing, this moment matters, more than anything I've ignored before, because sometimes one question changes everything, and yours just did, without even trying, and yours just did, without even trying, because now I couldn't stay silent anymore. That question kept echoing inside my head, not like a joke, but like a truth, waiting to be answered by me. Only me. I took a deep breath, trying to stay calm, but calm wasn't easy. Not in this moment, because everything inside me was pushing forward, telling me clearly, this is your chance, and chances like this don't come twice. Not with someone who matters this much. I looked at you again, this time differently, not as a friend, not as before, but as someone I could lose if I stayed quiet, if I walked away, and that thought alone was enough for me, enough to move, enough to speak. I stepped closer, closing the distance, not too fast, but not too slow, just enough to be noticed. You turned slightly, sensing my presence, and for a second, your smile faded, not completely, just enough, like you knew something was coming, something real, something different. What do you think? You asked again, but this time, your voice changed, less playful now, more serious, more real, and I saw it, that hidden fear, behind your question, behind your smile, the same fear I was feeling too, and suddenly, everything became clear. This wasn't random, this wasn't casual. This was a moment we both avoided, now standing here, right in front of us, waiting for one thing, an honest answer. I swallowed slowly, heart beating louder, not outside, but inside me, and I said it, without hiding anymore. Maybe, it's me. The words left quietly, but felt heavy, not loud, not dramatic, just real, completely real, and everything stopped. Right at that moment, not the room, just us, because your eyes locked onto mine, searching, questioning, trying to understand if I was serious, if I meant it, and I didn't look away. Not this time, because truth deserves to be seen, even if it breaks everything we have. Silence followed again, but this time different, not empty, not awkward, just intense, alive. I'm serious, I added softly, in case you doubted, in case you hesitated, and I saw it, that shift again, your walls breaking, just a little more. I thought, you started slowly, then stopped midway, like words failed you, like emotions took over, before sentences formed, and I understood that, more than anything, because I was there too, just seconds ago. I didn't think you felt this way, you finally said, voice almost whispering, and that truth felt both sad and real, because I never showed it, not clearly, not enough. I hid too much, for too long, behind jokes, behind silence, behind safe conversations, and now here we were, facing everything at once. All this time, you continued softly. I thought it was just, you didn't finish, but I knew, just friendship, just comfort, just something simple. Not this, not real, and maybe that's on me, more than you, because love unspoken looks like nothing, even when it's everything. Inside someone, I was afraid, I admitted quietly, not hiding anymore, not pretending strength, afraid of losing you. And that line changed something again, because your expression softened completely, not confusion anymore, not hesitation, just something warm, something honest, the kind of look you can't fake, the kind of feeling You can't hide. And now? You asked gently, not challenging, just curious, just real, just open. And I smiled slightly. Not big, but enough. Still afraid, I said honestly. But I said it anyway. Because courage isn't absence of fear, it's speaking, despite it. And for a moment, you just looked at me, not saying anything, but feeling everything. And I saw it. That answer, not in your words, but in your eyes. Something real, something matching mine. And that was enough. More than enough. Because sometimes, you don't need words, just a feeling, shared quietly. And maybe this is just the beginning. Or maybe it's a complicated path. But at least now, it's real, not hidden, not ignored. Just us, standing in truth. And whatever happens next, at least we tried. At least we felt. At least we didn't hide. And sometimes that means everything. Some questions are jokes until they reveal truth. And sometimes love waits for one brave answer. Maybe this time, it finally got one.